That was the Memphis stuff. There's probably any number of matches I could have picked, and I took off 2 of them. And you'll know where I'm going with this because I'm a Terry Funk fan. So I could have put in a concession stand fight from Tupelo, Mississippi. That we've talked about that one before. I know Cornette. I know us on speaks about it. I know a lot of people do. They speak about us on YouTube. The first 5-star to 5-star rating of Terry Funk versus Jerry Lawler. I think that was from around 81-ish maybe. But my favorite was Terry Funk versus Jerry the King Lawler in the empty arena match. My eye, God damn it, Lance, get a doctor out here. I just love that. The promo Terry's cutting before it starts.
Where is Lawler? I told you that the didn't have enough guts.
And they go through the chairs, and it's Jerry Lawler, and Lance Russell's the only one there, and I think Lance he's smoking a cigarette, puts it out, and says, well, I guess it's going to start, you know.
Yeah, okay, pardon me. Let me get rid of the cigarette. Give me a countdown, will you?
And they just go at each other, and it's not this the greatest technical match, because that's not what you're expecting. But it's just Terry Funk being Terry fucking Wild Man to, you know, Texas Bronco or whatever against Jerry the King Lawler in Memphis, Tennessee in the empty arena match, and I just love that. So I picked that as my Memphis reference, and obviously that's one I saw on TV, and I went back and since watched it on YouTube as well. So shoot away if you have a question.
Oh,
on that one.
I absolutely do. Now you have to understand, I'm not insulting this match. I'm not doing anything like that. But what I have often found is that when you have a wrestling match in a quiet arena, where there's no fan noise, it kind of takes the air out of it. Is that a problem with this match, or are you just so into it that the lack of ambient sound doesn't affect it?
At the time, it didn't affect it for me one bit, okay? And then I watched it, oh man, within the last year or so, and once again, to me, I got so in tune with Funk's interview.
Under the ring, Lance?
Oh, he's not under the ring. He hasn't.
Is he up in the stand?
And Lawler talking and coming out there, and just the anticipation. Obviously, we talk about memory force, not the same. But you know what? For me, that match, the sound, it didn't matter to me. I just got into it. So, you know, I just kind of fended that away that I was just such into it as a fan. It's like the concession stand match, like I mentioned. It's one of those things like, you know what, it may not be exactly the way you remember it, but there was something about it. So, yeah, you could hear the ring, you could hear the microphone, you could hear Lance, you could hear them two grunting and yelling and cussing, but without the fan interaction and stuff, for me, I guess I'm just such a fucking mark for Terry Funk. And growing up watching Jerry Lawler, I mean, I just didn't bother me. It might someone else, but it didn't me.
Yeah, I remember some series of 5-man tag matches or something the AWA did at the very end, and they couldn't sell any tickets. The last ones, they did it in an empty arena to prevent outside interference. And it was like watching one person play Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
It's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no sound, no crowd, and sometimes the crowd energy is what gets you into the match, you know?
Yeah.
Like when you're watching ECW, you know, first you're watching thinking, oh my God, this is garbage. And then a move hits and the crowd starts chanting, holy shit, and you're like, that was pretty fucking amazing, you know?
And I see your point, and I'm a big sound guy. I mean, I like that. I hated when eventually, I guess, I don't know if WWF, I'm sure, has done it. And I know back in the day, WCW, that they pipe in that sound and everyone's like sitting on their fucking hands and there are people clapping and stuff. That takes away from it for me. So, you know, kind of being contradicting myself there. But for that particular match, it didn't bother me one bit. You know, I was into it.
It's a legendary match, and like you're saying, you know, as Terry Funk's getting beat up, you know, oh, have some humanity. You know, they played for an empty room. It's just, you know, sometimes I wonder about that, and just if anybody else does, because I also get lost in weird tangents sometimes. But
yeah,
that was my question on the empty arena brawl between Terry Funk and Jerry.